Hello and welcome to, can I try that again? Hello my fellow people that walk into a room and forget what they're doing. What's good? Today we're talking about, what's the episode?
So we're doing a science fair video today because we both went to the same school and we have shared experiences in science fair.
The science fair always felt like a waste of time and materials, but I did have one science project I liked a lot, but I'll talk about that later. The best part was that we got to make Play-Doh.
How do you make Play-Doh? Anyway, so my projects. In kindergarten, I didn't do one. So my first grade project was the one I was going to do in kindergarten, but I didn't do it in kindergarten because I was a wimp or something. I don't know. But for the first grade project, it was breaking bricks. So I bought a brick mold online and mixed all sorts of things like concrete and clay and sand. Then I made a super brick, which also used like hay and like steel wool and zip ties. But the ironic thing was that it was just as strong as the brick that was made of just clay and sand. So yeah, that's painful. Okay, so second grade was a very classic and boring project of putting Mentos in soda. It was a group project, I know. But, so what I found is probably what every single person has found, that orange soda goes the longest, but very short, and that Coke goes the highest, but for not a long time. Yeah, that was not my proudest achievement. So third grade was my first engineering design project, and I actually liked it. I decided to test maglev trains. Maglev trains they float on magnets rather than using wheels or anything. So I created a maglev track and a train to go with it, and then I tested with and without wheels and different types of wheels, and it was actually pretty fun, and yeah. So back in second grade, I kind of sworn off group projects because of Soda Explosion. But I decided to do a group project with the same person in fourth grade, and it turned out pretty well. We did another maglev project, so we decided to do mag propulsion. So we used an oscillator to change the polarity of magnets, and that would propel the train forwards. And that was my second engineering design, and it went pretty well. So in fifth grade, I was planning to do a combination of my third and fourth grade projects to make a real maglev train mock-up. But around then, I was also getting interested in like climate change and stuff. So I decided to do a reusable straw cleaner to clean reusable straws easily without a ton of manual labor. And so I didn't get to build it because it's a very large machine, but I did design it in a CAD tool, and it was actually really fun, and but it was nothing like sixth grade. So sixth grade was probably the most interesting project I've done. What I decided to do was test graduated cylinders to see if putting a hydrophobic material on them would help. Hydrophobicity is not if you're afraid of water. It is not that, which many people think it is. It's not. It's materials that repel water, so the water will just beat up. Works because it has tiny little bumps that the water can't flow into. I'm not going to go into all the science of it. You can look it up if you want, if you're interested. But so I did that, and what I found was pretty interesting because for a glass hydrophobic cylinder, the hydrophobic coating made it better, but for plastic it made it worse, and that's because with the plastic it's already hydrophobic, so the hydrophobic material just makes it super hydrophobic, and it creates a reverse meniscus. Or a meniscus is a thing, it's a little curve that can reduce the accuracy of a graduated cylinder. took a while to get through it. Did that up to like 3 minutes. Okay, I guess we're gonna get probably like a 5-minute video out of this. So those were my projects. They were interesting. I like science fair until 6th grade. I'll tell you about that. So I told you about my 6th grade project, but I didn't go into the process of doing a project in middle school. Step 1. Choose a subject. This involves finding something that interests you and then scrutinizing it or build something mildly related to it. Okay, step 2. Research. Ton of research. You have to take like 30 to 50 notes on your subject in a span of like 3 weeks. Step 3. Procedures. You need to write up how it's done and what you'll need. Step 4. Getting into the acronyms. The BRP. The BURP is the background research paper. For this, you need to type your notes into a 4-page essay. You need to include how research relates to the experiment and put in some fun homemade diagrams. Step 5. Finally, your experiment. You need to execute the experiment exactly how you explained it in the procedures, but you also need to take field notes on any weird phenomena that may occur during your experiment. Step 6. But wait, there's even more stress. You need to do the FLR, the final lab report. Anyway, the FLR is where you take your burp, your procedures, and some stuff you need to type up, like conclusions and analysis. Take all that, and cool, 3 more months to go. Okay, we're just gonna sonic speed through these last ones. Step 7, the speech. You need to make a Google slideshow summing up your project in 5 minutes. This goes from January to February. Then, on your presenting day, you need to show your slides to the class and be judged by the teacher. Step 8, make a board. You need to summarize your burp and in general the FLR and tape it to a trifold board. Step 9, finally the science fair. I don't know what happens here. It was canceled due to COVID-19.
It took way too long to do.
Like animating wise or talking?
Yes. Anyways, I did a few projects other than the Play-Doh one, but Next video will be about daycare, so go to our Twitter and tell us what you want. Talk to you later, bye.
Okay, so in summary, I used to like science fair. I don't anymore. Jay never liked it. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can ever. In 5th grade, I actually skipped the science fair.
Youth. Okay, well that's time.